Hey, so today I'm going to do a treatment on myself. I am getting the tips. I am about to do skin tighten, diamond microdermabrasion, which is my favorite treatment. You guys always hear me talking about that. I'm going to talk about a little bit about that challenge online where people were calling. I don't even know if it's a challenge, but people were calling their sales mid on TikTok, which was wild to me. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more. I talked about it yesterday. And I'm going to do a little of laser hair removal on my neck as well, because I saw a couple of hairs looking like they want to come back. So how are you guys? Welcome to Midday Reset. And today I am going to reset myself. I am going to do my face. And we're going to talk about some confidence building stuff and talk about these treatments that we're doing. I want to tell you guys exactly why I am doing all these treatments to myself and what I deal with. So, excuse me. Hold on one second. I have scarring in my cheeks from when I used to pick with acne. So that's why I do diamond microdermabrasion, because that helps in itself to soften my face, my fine lines, hyperpigmentation, as well as acne scarring. So I'm going to do that treatment. And then skin tighten is going to help with the dermal layer of, it's going to heat up my dermis and help the body to create more collagen, as well as smoothing my skin out, minimize my pores. And then I'm going to do laser hair removal on my neck, and that in itself is going to help. So I'm going to do laser hair removal. Diamond microdermabrasion first, and then laser hair removal, and then I'm going to finish with skin tighten. Okay. And I'm all over the place a little bit. Okay. So instead of putting everything in one treatment room, and I want to show you guys how much skin is left after in the tip. Instead of going and setting up multiple treatment rooms, I am going to go to one room, and then after I go to one room, then I'll go into the laser room. Okay, I already brought some stuff in here, so it's already set up. We're gonna start with diamond microdermabrasion. I'm gonna turn on the light. Okay. Put this light here. And you guys have any questions? And let me know where you guys are from. If you are new here, I like to know where you are from. I know a lot of times I have international people in here. And this is what happens when we walk around the spa instead of just sitting on a tripod and be steady. So if you have questions about the treatment, you can ask me how it feels. I'll tell you guys how it feels and why I do this treatment on all my clients. When I tell you this is my absolute favorite service to do. This is my favorite service because you see a result so fast. Clients usually only need anywhere between 3 to 6 treatments. The male clients always get it on their beard. Always. It helps with How are you guys doing? I washed my face and stuff before I came to work today, and I didn't do all the other stuff. So just gonna pull out the dead skin. These are the little filters that we put inside of the tips before we do it. So I am going to do, I'm gonna do my cheeks and neck first. Let's see. Tip filter 1. That's the end of the tip, and then I have to connect this suction to the tip itself, okay? How are you guys doing? Where are you from? I wanted to talk about that midday challenge. Not midday challenge, where girls have been going online and speaking about how they are mid, not that pretty. And I went online and I take it down. You are sitting and telling everybody that you have a great job, you're mid, you don't think you're that attractive, and then you are going to get, I'm going into a pattern, and this in itself is sloughing off all of the dead skin. When we get done, I'll show you guys the dead skin cells. You are putting yourself in a position for predators and people to come after you, especially these women talk about how they have good jobs, they have great careers, and then they speak about how they think they're not that attractive. Baby, you about to have so many predatory men in your dang on inbox. Men who seek out women who do not think highly of themselves and have great jobs, they are about to be in your inbox. Delete all of that. You come online just to find community, but you don't have to find community by dogging yourself out. Even if you feel like that, like, boss up. Get some skincare treatments. Lose some weight. Get a new wardrobe. Like, you don't have to feel like that. This is taking off all of the dead skin. Like, remember the tip was shiny when we first got started? I'll show you the difference. Because that's my dead skin cells in the tip. You see how it was shiny at first? And now it's kind of dull looking. And then we'll slowly start to see, when I take this tip off, you'll see more and more dead skin cells. And then, see, I went this whole way first. Now I'm going to go down. So I'm going to do a cross. People always ask how my skin is so silky. This is my favorite treatment. Make sure to go around my hairline. And another thing that you'll experience when you are providing this service as an esthetician, another way to know that the skin is coming off and it's starting, they're taking off a lot of skin, is the grip on the actual head as you're gliding on the skin. It'll start to glide more, meaning the tip itself is starting to be clogged with dead skin. I always go right here. This is always dead skin. Okay. Notice how the blood is rushing and that side is a little redder. Okay, now we're gonna go against. I wanna go up. Keep in mind, I'll show you guys pictures. Or you know what? I took a picture. I'm going to upload a back screen of my clients and how hers look. She literally just walked out. And I just did her diamond marketer abrasion. Maybe I did it on the other phone, so I don't see the picture in there. Let's take that off. Let's take that green screen off. This helps with hyperpigmentation, fine lines, wrinkles, dead skin cells, uneven skin tone. When your beard is, you have that that uneven skin or scarring on your beards, that this treatment will help as well. Make sure to go around the mouth. That's why I brought 3 tips, because I use 1 tip for this side, 1 tip for that side, and then I use a tip for the nose. Because when I tell you, this tip is so smooth now because it's clogged with skin cells. And then another difference is when you use our resurfacing products, majority of the time when people come in, it's usually like, it's very light, because I constantly get treatments as far as the dead skin cells. When you use the resurfacing, I'm going to show you the picture between my client that has not been using the resurfacing line versus myself that has been using it. You're going to see minimal dead skin cells in the filter. Okay, it's time for me to switch this tip because it's so smooth right now. It's just gliding on my skin. This is my favorite treatment, y'all. When I tell you, find you, if you are not in the Metro Detroit area, find you an esthetician. Usually med spas only do this treatment because we are a med spa, but find you someone that does diamond microdermabrasion. This is my absolutely favorite treatment. If you are a person that has acne scarring, hyperpigmentation issues, you have a beard where the skin, you have scarring from shaving, the skin is just uneven, it's bumpy, it's different. If you have hair growing in your chin area and the skin itself is like a rougher texture, this is my favorite treatment. If you come on, if you guys have been coming on this live and I talk constantly about this service, this is my favorite service. And we have it combined with the hydrotherapy machine as well. Okay, so I'm done with that side. Okay, we're gonna take off just this tip, and then I'm gonna show you guys my client's tip afterwards, which I may already have. Not too much on mine, because like I said, you'll see some, it's like a little bit of flakes. Not too much on mine. And I'm going to show you hers, but not too much on mine because like I said, I'm constantly exfoliating my face. So we're going to use the same tip because it's not too full. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side of my face. It's like night and day. Fine lines. It's going to bring the blood to the surface of your skin. It's going to help with hyperpigmentation, texture, tone. It helps with everything. That's why I love this treatment so much, y'all. And if you are a person that has scarring, acne scarring, any type of scarring, this is the service. And once you combine this with your aftercare of resurfacing treatments and texture treatments for your skin, I get so many compliments on my skin. Like my client just left, she said, "You have on makeup?" No, I don't, y'all. I use these products every single day, and these are the treatments that I get. Every single day I use those products. Every single day. I tagged my bundle, which you guys get free shipping and 15% off if you are a YouTube viewer. But this is the service that you want to use with resurfacing treatments. Your skin is going to be like butter. So like this one is starting to get clogged up. Y'all see it? You see the flakes in the inside, the dirt? That's dead skin. You're not going to see a lot on me because I'm constantly using resurfacing, meaning my skin cells are constantly turning over. But you're going to see a little bit, just not a lot. That's my dream, y'all. Just have buttery, silky, smooth skin. Buttery, silky, smooth skin. If you have been a long time watcher of this channel, you know exactly where my skin started and where it is now. And now I'm, when I tell you, blessed. It's my favorite treatment. We do it on all the clients. And then I'm going to do, this is my favorite treatment for the outside of the skin. Then we're going to go across the hall to the laser room, and then I'm going to do laser skin tighten. And that's what I use on my jawline to snatch my jawline, as well as to tighten the skin texture. It'll minimize my pores, as well as I've been doing skin tightening right here. And I have, like, I don't get Botox anymore. I just do skin tightening right here. So it still moves. However, I want to tighten it up a little bit more. This helps open your pores, removes all dead skin cells, refines your texture, refines light lines. I'm just talking. I'm not just talking, but I'm kind of pulling over myself as I'm trying to make sure I do this properly. But fine lines, wrinkles, textures, hyperpigmentation, tone, texture, scarring. This is my favorite treatment. And y'all know how I got into this treatment and wanted to incorporate it. This is a backstory. Backstory of how I got into diamond microdermabrasion and really wanted to incorporate this into my med spa is back in the day I had read Cosmopolitan. And I don't know if you guys remember Cosmopolitan. I think they still have it. I used to get like Teen Vogue and all this stuff when I was in high school. And I had read oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, guys. Your questions were covered. Yes, you can use it for blackheads, because what it's going to do with the blackheads on the nose. Let me finish my story, Cassandra, then I'll tell you. So, how I got to introduce this service to my practice, to our med spa, is back in the day I read Cosmopolitan, and I read how in Cosmopolitan back in the day all the supermodels used to get diamond microdermabrasion, and they used to pay like $1,000 a treatment for their entire body. It kept all the skin texture pretty, it kept stretch marks off, it kept off hyperpigmentation, it kept their skin glowy and beautiful, and just they would get this treatment I'm doing juice to my face for their entire bodies. And I always thought that was just like, so I don't know why that just stuck with me so much. Like, it was just glamorous. Like, so you go in here and you just have somebody take a pen type of instrument and do a treatment over your entire body to keep you looking beautiful and glamorous. That's how I got into this treatment. Believe it or not, I had to have it. And once we became a med spa, this was the first treatment that we incorporated, because, and I see the difference. Every single time I do this, I see the difference. My scarring is going away even more, because you do have to do a series of them, but it will help you. Is it safe for teenagers? It's about the skin, because you can turn the pressure up and down. That's why you have to go to a med spa, to a professional, because you can literally like kind of take off the top layer of the skin. Okay, so question about blackheads. Yes, you can use it for blackheads. When I have clients who have deep embedded blackheads, it has a suction, so it's sucking while, so like look, it's sucking while it's treating at the same time. So it's sucking your skin up into the instrument, and then it's sloughing it off. So it's sloughing off that top layer. And yes, I love this for blackheads, because it removes those deep rooted blackheads that are in the nose that I usually have a hard time getting them. And if I take the excuse me, the smaller tip over my client's nose when I'm doing this session, it'll bring those blackheads right on up. So when I go and do the extraction, they come right up. They come right out like butter. Hands down, my favorite treatment. We have a lot of treatments, and then we have another hydro. It's called Elite Diamond in our booking, but Elite Diamond is this mixed with water. So not only does it slough off the dead skin, it pulls pressure, and it'll like basically do the extractions at the same time. I love that treatment too. I love these treatments. Y'all, I'll just be planning these treatments all day. These are great for your confidence. Great for if you have really bad acne scarring. I do it on my smile lines a lot. I'm going to do the Skin Tighten on my smile lines because that'll really help to puff this up and bring more collagen and bring more volume back to this side of my face, because the only other answer is to either get a lift, which would look what it'll do if I got a lift, or go and get fillers. And I'm not a big fan of fillers. I've always said that. People say, well, you probably haven't been to the right person. I've never seen a girl who continuously, when they got it done, who looked great. Anytime I've seen anybody with fillers, they've always migrated in their skin. They kind of started looking like a Joker face to me. And I don't like it. So I did my entire face. Any more questions, guys? And I'm going to do on my hairline a little bit because I wear a headband the other day to the water park. And I have a big tan line right here. And like right, you kind of can see it. It's just like right there. It's like a little tan line. And I'm going to use it to thin it out. Nice and silky smooth. You just feel it. It's so smooth, y'all. And then I'm going to go over to the other room. Look at this. Can y'all see my shirt? This little white flecks. Those are dead skin. It's falling down. Dead skin. All on my hand. Those little white flecks. I don't know if y'all can see them, but that's dead skin. Okay, now I'm going to use the same tip because it's not bad. And I'm going to do my nose. It's great for acne scars. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Diamond Microdermabrasion. This is the first of my 3 treatments that I'm doing on my face today, and it is absolutely amazing for acne scarring. That is exactly what I do it for, because I used to pick really bad in my cheeks, and I have bad acne scarring. And over the years, you guys can't really tell. It's not that bad anymore because this is the treatment that I use. All of our clients in spa, especially men who have beards, this is the exact treatment that we use in spa to alleviate any scarring from them constantly shaving, removing their beards. So like a lot of professional men come here and they're usually clean shaven, and they may have a lot of texture on their face because of years of shaving their skin. And this is what we use to even their skin back out, even the texture, removing any scarring. Okay. It helps with the fine lines. Sorry, where you located. Diamond Mark. Oh, wait, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to do my treatment and answer the questions. I'll bring another stand in here next time. This is a pretty good lighting stand, but it doesn't stay. Okay. So I am located right outside of Metro Detroit. And hi, Justin LeBear. I am located right outside of Metro Detroit. This helps with fine lines. So I'm going to go around my eyes and go very lightly because it's going to help with fine lines, that dark skin texture under your eyes, which again, please do not judge where your skin could be by where my skin is, since I've been doing this treatment for a while and I use resurfacing products. Okay. It's pulling blood to the skin surface to help with collagen. You guys know, if you get, you see how it's kind of like different a little bit already. Oh, and I'm located in Metro Detroit, right outside in Lathrop Village, but I'm located in Metro Detroit in Michigan. This treatment is called Diamond Microdermabrasion. Diamond Microdermabrasion. This is usually done at med spas, which we are, and this is done to help with texture. This is done to help with fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, tone, texture. It is literally sloughing off the dead skin cells, and it is starting to break up the texture. It's starting to break up the texture in your face. That's why our male clients love it, because if they're clean shaven, if they work professional jobs, they usually have to shave their face clean. You know how when you shave too much, your skin starts to get that weird texture from shaving? That's why they love this treatment so much. And they just get it every single month, and it keeps their skin nice and beautiful. If y'all could feel my skin feels like butter. Even, it feels so good. And then I'm gonna go and do laser hair removal because I need a touch up. And then I'm gonna do some skin tighten, which is skin tightening on my face, and you guys are visibly going to see it lift. I'm working on my jawline right here, and this area as well, both my jawlines, but you'll see it in one. And I'm starting to work on here too because I stopped getting Botox. Very lightly under my eyes. It is helping with the fine lines, the hyperpigmentation, those little fine lines and wrinkles that are around my eye, the crow's feet. It's helping with all of that. I'm gonna look up so I can stretch that skin a little bit more. And I turn the texture down, turn the suction down just a little bit. So that way, look at that. Can you see the difference? Immediately, remember that eye was a little darker? Immediately. Oh, and y'all, I started using my edges were thinning a little bit. I started mixing Rogaine foam with the Baskin Lather growth oil for my edges, so I can get my edges can get full again. Okay, I'm gonna go lightly. Very light. Very light. That's why you have to go to a professional, because this skin here is already really, really thin. And I turn down the suction, so I'll go very, very light. Make sure you go to a professional, guys. Even if you are not in the Metro Detroit area, and you don't gotta come to me, but do not buy this machine and do this at home. This machine will literally take off your skin. Take it off, okay? But do you see how it's brightened under here? It's brightened under here. And I just did the top of this eye. Do you see how it's still darker over this eye? I'm gonna go back and do this one. You guys will see the difference. Every time you do this treatment, that's why we say anywhere between 3 to 6. And then a lot of our clients just do it every single time now. After they finish their series, they love the results so much, they just keep doing it. And this tip is getting, look how dirty that tip is. Those are dead skin cells. All that white, it was shiny and silver. Now it's white because those are dead skin cells. Sorry guys, my do not disturb turned off. I went over on time today, so my focus mode turned. Okay. Okay, so I just turned on my do not disturb back on. Sorry. But now I'm doing the top. And then after I do this, I'm gonna couple this with clear, which is tagged our lightener that we use. I'll use it on all my hyperpigmentation, and I use that under my eyes on top to lighten and make my eyes brighter, as well as I use that bundle, that product bundle that is attached to this video. And I drink a lot of water. I know you guys see me drinking that Perrier water all the time because I like pop. I love soda, pop. I don't know where you guys are from. I call it pop. I love pop, but it's too much sugar. It's bad for your skin, and sugar actually ages you. Sugar ages you. Sugar makes your skin look wrinkled and dry and dehydrated. So you can't drink sugar like that. So I drink those Perrier waters because they give me that sizz of the pop. And I'll do this around my lips for the darkness. They'll give me the sizzle of the pop without all the sugar. So are those things delicious? No. But they're good, and I've gotten used to them. But they still give me that fix of having sugar. This will remove the darkness around the lips as well. Look at this. There's so much dead skin. Look at all this, y'all. So much dead skin here. This will remove the darkness and hyperpigmentation around the lips. I'll run this over my client's lips. So when you online, if you one of those people that was online talking about you mid, I know you're probably not on this chat because we don't talk like this on this channel. We don't speak about ourselves like that. But if you were talking about you were mid, go to see an esthetician. Go get you a good hairstylist, get you an esthetician, get you a capsule, some capsule outfits, or whatever the case you need to do to get yourself looking and feeling more confident. But don't come online and call yourself mid. And I don't want to come online telling people what to do, but I hate when people do that. Okay? Nice and full. You see how I kind of made them bigger? It pulled the blood to the skin surface. And I'm going to take this lightly inside of my... Okay? So, now we are done with our first treatment of the day. I know I'm not about to take the lightener the skin tightener under my eyes. So I'm going to add this under my eyes. And this is for under eye darkening as well as full body darkening, but I'm going to add it here because I'm not about to treat this one in the next room. I'm going to go over to the laser room, and I am going to again do my touch up of laser hair removal, and then I'm going to do skin tighten to my face. You apply this twice a day. 3 if you have dark under eye bags. If you have dark circles under your eyes, apply this 3 times a day. 3 times a day, and your under eyes will lighten up so fast. But okay. I actually pulled too much. I don't want to put this in. I don't want to mix it because I have to go and put the other treatment on my face. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this stuff here. I'm gonna leave this here. It's actually time for me to go. I gotta go get my son and let out my dog every day. Okay, I'll let him use the bathroom. So this is what my tip ended up looking like. You guys can see the dead skin and some hair that was caught up in there. Let's see if I can hold it with this. This is what, so it wasn't bad for a person that constantly is using resurfacing products. It wasn't bad at all. It's just steady falling. I'm trying to hold it. So you guys are gonna see the dead skin cells on there. So it wasn't bad, okay? Okay, we're going to another room. Okay, you guys can ask questions about the services as we're doing them. Now we are into our second treatment of the day for myself. Hi, Maisie. Which now I am about to do laser hair removal on my face. Can I do this treatment dry? I can. Hi, Linda, but I like to, because I do have a darker skin tone, I like to use a protective gel. I was talking to one of my nurse clients earlier, and we were talking about how this is a tip. When you are getting advanced treatments, adverse reactions are very different from side effects. Side effect of high blood pressure medication is hair loss. Is every single person want to lose their hair? Absolutely not. That's why we call it a side effect. Some people experience side effects, some people do not. When you get laser hair removal, skin tightening, when you are a darker skin tone, you run the risk of experiencing the side effect of your skin holding heat and possibly burning. Now, we do everything within our power to make sure it doesn't happen, but it is a side effect. It's not an adverse reaction. And she was talking about that word at the hospital she works at. And that's just something that I know. It doesn't mean it's always perfect, but it's just the risk you run. Now, when you go to a great place, they try to do everything within their power that it doesn't happen, and make sure, like I said, African American skin is still susceptible to that side effect. So I do 3 things to actually combat your skin doing it. However, some places you can do this dry, or you don't need the gel, but it's just something that I do as a tip. So right now I'm using the painting method because I'm doing a touch up, and I'm doing laser hair removal on my face. which I laser, if you guys know, I laser my entire face, top to bottom. Okay. Now, I saw a couple of hairs down here, and it's probably because I'm starting to use the Rogaine on my edges. But I'm just going to do the entire thing when I do a treatment. I'm not going to do the hair, the only hair that I see. I'm going to do an entire treatment. Okay, now we are all done with the facial laser hair removal session. Now I am going to do skin tightening on the rest of my face, which is our skin tighten session. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about the last treatment? Because now we are into now the skin tighten session, which will tighten the skin as well as help to keep my skin fuller, tighter, pores will be minimized. And I'm really gonna work on my jawline. And the tip itself, guys, is a cooling tip. This tip is so cold. It feels like an ice cube is rocking on my face. If you're wondering who can get this, all skin types can get this. And it's absolutely amazing for darker skin tones, because this is the treatment that you want to hold the heat in your face. Because when it holds heat, it helps the body to help produce collagen faster. So that's why if you are a darker skin tone, maybe a 5 or a 6, you'll actually see a result almost instantaneously. And you'll really start to see a better, you guys can go on our page, you can see, but you'll start to see a lasting result within 2 sessions. So all this is doing right now is it's sending, this laser is sending heat down to the dermis in my skin and my body, under my skin, I'm sorry, and under, and it's going to help my body to produce more collagen, more fibroblasts, and it is going to tighten my skin up. At larger med spas, especially Caucasian, if you are a Caucasian client, you can see in your area, they have been doing this for a very, very long time. And I feel like, hi Farhana, this is good for Middle Eastern people. This is good for, I have Indian clients who do this treatment. This is very good if you have any melanin in your skin, as well as it's just good just all the way around. This is one of those treatments that's universal, and the more treatments you get, the tighter the skin becomes. I'm using this to really shape my jawline, to tighten this area under here. The oldest, well, I won't say the oldest, the most seasoned client that I have right now receiving this service is in her late 60s, and she can actually be found on our page. She agrees. She's like, oh, yeah, you can put me on the page. But she is a darker skin tone, and she came in because she wants her jawline defined, as well as tightening under her neck, because she wants to remove her double chin. And she's received 3 sessions. She's now on her 4th. After her 2nd session, which you guys can see the video on the page, that was right before her 3rd, she already saw a big difference. So I love this treatment, and you know that I speak highly about people being proactive about treatments and not waiting until you get to the point where you have to go and get a full-on lift. This will help you. Pushing that heat down. If you guys have any questions about this treatment, let me know. Don't be shy. We're all friends here. Don't be shy. And this treatment takes time. No pain. Absolutely pain-free. Pain-free. Okay, we good. And then I'm going to do between my eyes and my forehead to tighten that as well. Doing the neck is really important, because that's where a lot of people forget to add creams. You forget to do treatments. Is on the neck. Like, people will have like the silkiest smooth skin on their face, but the neck itself, in Metro Detroit, in Lather Village, you have to make sure that you're not overheating. Okay, we're good. In Lather Village in Michigan. I always say Lather Village, like you guys know, it is a suburb right outside of Metro Detroit in Michigan. You in Nashville? Oh my God. Is this super, super hot down there right now? Linda, are you Caucasian or are you black? I'm asking which one. Which one are you? Because I can recommend a treatment based on your skin type. Because certain lasers are made for certain skin types. Even though people lie and say this goes for everybody, no, it's not. Because then you'll start to see the reviews on the laser later on that we start to see, and clients will complain. You're Caucasian, baby. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry if I finished you calling you baby. I just love this machine so much, but I can't get it done. It's a CO2 laser. If you get a CO2 laser treatment, it will tighten your skin up. It will take away the blemishes. It will take years off your face in one session. It's going to be expensive, but try that treatment if you are looking to tighten your skin as well as refine the texture. I love that treatment. Love it. Now, I'm thinking about going over to Korea and buying me some lasers and getting like some lasers that they have just for skin, because Korea has like, they're like 20 years ahead of us in America in skin treatments. So lasers they have over here are kind of, they're good, but the ones in Korea are chef's kiss. I'm seriously thinking about going over there and getting me some new lasers and see if I can get one that is comparable to the CO2 that African American skin can take. But yes, Linda, CO2 laser. If you can do a CO2 laser, absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal results. You can even look it up on YouTube after you get off this live. Look up CO2 and use our refining text. I mean, our refining line after you get it, and your skin will be buttery smooth. Remember, we are things been looking for a facelift. We would like to try the CO2. Oh, if you can afford it, get, because people like to go to the CO2 because they can't do the facelift. Get a facelift and have them combine that with a CO2. The facelift itself will go under the skin and pull everything back, so you don't have to go like 3 to 6 sessions doing something like this, because it does take time, but it's more affordable than just going to get a facelift. And then ask them to combine it with a CO2, so they do the facelift under and then they do the CO2 on top. Babe, trust me, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Your skin is going to be lifted, refreshed. The outside texture is going to be buttery, silky, smooth, no blemishes, no hyperpigmentation, no fine lines, no wrinkles. You're going to be lifted. Your jawline is going to be defined. Your pores are going to be small. If you're 68, yep, no, you're not being vain. Why? I hate that we feel like you can age gracefully without, yeah, it is. They do put you under anesthesia to get it. But I love that we are now in a phase of, do you guys remember that era where we went through when people were wearing extensions and they used to lie and say that they were not wearing extensions? Do y'all remember that? I love that we are in this era of women are sharing their beauty secrets. They're talking about what procedures they're getting, how much Botox they get, who their doctor is. I love that people are loving on themselves and open and vulnerable with beauty treatments, because just because you look a certain way, and I, God forbid, like my grandmother when she was alive, she used to constantly talk about how her double chin was bothering her, and it took for me to become an older woman, and I'm almost 40. I don't really have a double chin because I work on it with skin tightening, but she used to speak about it, and now I'm seeing all my elderly clients that are coming in and starting to get these treatments, and they constantly talk about how they don't recognize the person that they see in the mirror anymore. And I'm starting to understand that, like, as time goes by. So do whatever you have to do to get you through. Do whatever you have to do to make yourself feel better, and don't do it for anybody else. If you want to do surgery, if you want to go and get a facelift, do it. What's wrong with it? Do it. We're aging gracefully. A facelift that refreshes you and makes you feel great about yourself. If you feel like that's what you want to do, I am pro women doing what they want to do. I am pro doing what you want to do. I'm not for people going online and talking badly about themselves to get views and to get likes. Yes, I love that's it's called micro needling. I love micro needling as well. I did a lot of sessions of micro needling as well to break up the scarring. I alternate between those two sessions. I alternate between micro needling and diamond microdermabrasion, which you guys saw me do earlier. Those both help for acne scarring. That's why we started that teenage program in here, so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on acne scarring later. If you knew what to do when you were younger, if I knew what to do when I was younger, I wouldn't have did so much. Okay. And I'm doing my forehead. It's so cold, you guys. It's ice cold. You can't feel anything. All you feel is this cold block. It feels like I am rubbing an ice cube around on my face. It's so cold. It's so cold. I'm washing my eyebrows though. I don't want to put the heat on my eyebrows. But it's so cold. So cold. Microneedling is amazing too. But it really just depends on what we are doing it for. That's good for scarring as well. Very good for scarring. And one thing that we do here is I'll do microneedling on someone's face that has severe to moderate acne, and I wait for their acne breakout to calm down and put our power gel on there with PDT therapy. They stop breaking out the very next day. The very next day. I am all action based with my treatments. So let's see. This area between here is really bothering me. That's why I used to get Botox, and it's kind of hard to put this machine between the eyebrows because I gotta wear the goggles and stuff and I have to see myself. But I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna do this treatment so I could do it. I need to tighten right here. This is literally the area that I used to get Botox for. To tighten this area right here. It's like a little bit of skin where it gathers, and the skin tighten is going to gather the skin up in that area, and it's gonna over time. Yeah, I stopped getting Botox, guys. I love the results, but I hate it when it started to go away. And I wanted to do something that works with my body, and that was a long-term effect. A little bit on my nose to minimize my pores, not too much. Okay. Okay, guys. So, I'm going to wash my face after. And we just did 3. That's a problem area for me also. Gets right here. Oh my God, yes. But you see how like it's getting smoother for me doing the skin tightening right there. I hate that the skin is starting to hate it. Hate that. And again, you know, I probably do more than the normal because I'm a walking business card. Remember, y'all? Like, I own a spa. So my job forces me to work on myself, which I was going to do it anyway, but I don't think I would have did it this much if I didn't own a med spa, because I wouldn't have known about these treatments. I wouldn't have known about, I don't know. I have to see if that's a contraindication. But I wouldn't have known about these treatments. I wouldn't have known about all these beauty things. And like I said, I put Rogaine foam in my edges because I went and got my hair braided one time and she kind of pulled my edges out. And then my edges started to naturally thin too. We're going to go back over to the other room and I'm just going to wash my face and apply the rest of my skincare. Which one, Linda? The one I told you about that we don't have, or the one we do have? And I gotta get ready to go, guys, because I myself, I have to go get my dog or he'll make a mess of his cage. The one you just did. Skin, so ours is called Skin Tighten. And I'm gonna go through the 3 steps. This is brand new. I'm going to wash my face really fast. I have a cyst on my forehead too. I put the eye cream, I'm gonna put it back on. Because I didn't anticipate on doing this to my face. Like going through my routine. But after I put all that gel on there, for sure. I'm running behind, guys. I'm supposed to be out of here. Look at that. Nice and silky smooth. And then tomorrow I'll be back and you guys will see. So set your reminders so you guys want to see my skin tomorrow. I'll be right back. Step 2, purifying pads, glycolic acid base. Thank you so much. I'll work on it. You saw me. I work so much on my skin, but these are the products that I actually use. They are clinical grade. You cannot buy these over the counter. These are not private labeled. These are our formulations of years working with our clients, and I knew exactly what they wanted and needed for their skin. And I refined our formulations. And this is what we use on our clients. And I'm gonna do some high frequency really fast as well, because I have a cyst right here that has been giving me the flux. And it's gonna go down. I'm gonna turn this up. I can feel it's that. I'm zapping the cyst. It's going to make it go down. It's going to kill all the bacteria that's inside of the cyst. You know, they're like little knots that swell up under the skin and get big. And no matter if I put my products on my face and do my routine continuously, and if it's a bump that comes up and is big under the skin, it's a cyst, guys. If it never comes to a head, like you guys saw no bump on my face, but I could feel it. It never came to a head because it's a cyst. I have cysts all between here, all under. That's why I have to be so persistent about my skincare, because if I don't, I'll break out really bad. Because the cyst will swell up. I'm going to do between my eyebrows as well. Okay. Oh, zap myself. See, it went down some already. It'll go down even more by tomorrow. Okay. So close that up. Power gel. Step 3. You only need step 3 if you break out. If you have cystic acne or breakouts, that's the only time you should be using step 3. Step 3 is not for everybody. This is a serum. It's going to go directly into my skin. I'm moving and grooving, y'all, because I got to go. Because if I don't, my dog is going to tear his kennel up. He's going to tear his kennel up, y'all. Tear it up. And I'm really working it into my skin, massaging it in. I'm putting clear on my neck. Remember, it is attached for you guys to purchase. This is lightening up any hyperpigmentation that I have left over on my neck. Okay. Step 4 is moist, which is our aloe-based moisturizer. If you guys can see, it is aloe-based. It has retinol in it, collagen. This is made, what kind of dog? I got a cane corso. So you know, if you know what he would do, he would tear up. This is aloe-based moisturizer. It is not water-based. This entire line is made to constantly turn over your skin cells, replenish your skin, make it plump, moist. My skin is soft like butter right now. Butter. My skin tone, my texture is smooth. And this is going to moisturize the top of my skin. Serums go inside of your pores. Moisturizers sit on top of your skin. Okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me today for Midday Reset. If you would like to purchase any of the products, you can go to our store as well as click on our links on YouTube. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Midday Reset. If you would like anything you want to talk about or any treatments you want me to show, you can drop them in my community area and I will talk about them tomorrow, which is our last day because Friday is the holiday. See you guys soon. Thank you guys so much. Good morning, good afternoon, and have a great evening. Bye.